Hello, 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 hello. You guys hear me? We good? Had a little bit of technical difficulties setting up, so please let me know. Audio's good, video's good, mic's good. I added a couple interesting features to the stream today, so hopefully it will work. Yes, Arnie, my guy. How are you, brother? I immediately thought of you and Forrest. I was like, okay, let's get a stream this Friday afternoon because it's a holiday in Canada, so I don't have to go to work. And I was like, I do all these late night 9 p.m. streams. We got to do an early one. Get one for Arnie, get one for Forrest, and everyone else on the European time zone, I guess? What's a European time zone called? Is there like a European standard time? Wow, there's like a hair sticking up over here. What's up with his hair, bro? Hold on, let me fix this hair. It looks dumb. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, anyways, we got the dual camera setup flowing. Figured out a couple things in the stream deck. So how you guys doing? Arnie, Ken, Cowboy, our newest mod. Appreciate you guys. What's going on? How was your Friday? Is everyone off? Is Good Friday an American holiday as well? I don't think so, right? Or is it? Okay, so I wanted to try this one thing. I got this new plugin for when someone has an interesting question in the chat. I'm going to try to pop it up on the screen at the top, and then it will kind of give viewers some idea if they come into the stream late or abruptly that we know, or at least they know what we're talking about, right? So I'm going to try, see how it goes. This thing I have to keep scrolling though. That's kind of annoying. Yo, Jack, what's up, Jack? How you been, bro? How's your Friday? Okay, let's test this on Arnie's message. Let's see if this works. Did that work? I don't think it worked. Let me see. Damn it, it didn't work. It's supposed to like pop up this thing. Okay, I guess I'll play around with it. See if I can figure it out. Let me see. Use custom frame rate. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. When is that? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Arnie's quite. Oh, we got it to work. Can you guys see that? Can you see this at the top? Someone tell me that worked. So the idea that I had is, whenever there's a question that I want to go on a tangent or maybe go in depth on, I'm going to plug it up there, right? And so if someone joins in mid-sentence, then they kind of know what we're talking about. You see it? Yo, Karen Veer, what's up? How was Jamaica, Badmon? Yo, Jamaica was nice, dude. Food was bomb, weather was amazing. It was awesome. Yo, Brain Gains. What's up, Brain Gains? How you been? It's not working? Okay, so Brain Gains doesn't see it, but Arnie, it should be like this blue thing right here. Let me see. If I switch scenes, can you still see it? Okay, so I can't see it on that one, but I can see it on this one. Maybe I just have to copy the source. Let me see. So what? Actually, no, wait. Let me switch this. And then I can add it, right? Like that. Oh, then I have to scale it. Like this. There we go. That works, right? So there, we can see it here. And there. And then if I take it off, bam. Okay, there we go. We figured it out. Love, respect. What are you doing here, bro? What's up, man? How you doing? We chilling. Chilling on a Friday afternoon. But yeah, Jamaica was super awesome. The flight there was pretty good. It was 4 hours, no delays. Everything was pretty smooth. Had an amazing first couple nights with food, lunch, like literally everything. I ate all the fried fish, seafood. What else was there? Shrimp, mussels, clams, crabs, all that stuff. And we went to the typical oxtail, curry goat, jerk chicken, like all the like typical Jamaican dishes, I guess you could say, that most people know. And all the food was just bomb. Like everything was so good. I don't think I had a bad meal. The only thing that wasn't good was the 2 coffee shops that I went to. For whatever reason, the coffee was just kind of eh. But it's all right. Let's go back here and chill. Yo, Ken Smith, what's up, Ken? What you doing on your Friday? Your Friday off, Ken? How is everything? Cowboy, my guy. 7 minutes late? No, it's all good. We're just setting up. Okay, let me try this. So Arnie says, I saw the picture of the meal on Discord that looked all kinds of good. Yes, I think I posted a picture of, it was curry goat with rice, this festival fried dough stick, and there was something else on it. There was some type of seafood. Shrimp, I think? Yeah, dude, it was bomb, man. It was bomb. 4th day of rain. Yo, that sucks. Love, respect. Where are you from? I'm from Toronto. Toronto, Canada. Where are you from, bro? How's your Friday? Yeah, so anyways. Getting back to Jamaica for a little bit. The people were super chill. The beaches were like so nice and clear. I think the weather was like 31, 32 Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Maybe like 90? I'm not entirely sure. Clear skies, like a slight breeze. It wasn't 36 degrees or 37 where it's too hot and uncomfortable. Like 31, 32 was perfect. Warm enough to go swimming. Walk around in the beach, the sun, there's pools, there was slides for the kids, like everything that I could have asked for when it comes to a vacation for the family. It was just perfect. See what Cowboy's saying. My psychiatrist didn't agree with the keto diet I was doing. They suggested a whole food way of eating, so I'm good to give that a try. What didn't they like, though, about the keto diet? Because the keto diet is all protein and fat. Did they disagree with the no fruit part? Because I think that's my only issue with the keto diet, is the no fruit, right? Because fruit is very nutritious. Because I'm a kiwi guy, right? I'm always eating kiwis, blueberries. I think that's my only gripe with the ketogenic diet. But also, they're a psychiatrist. Psychiatry does not equal dietitian, right? What does your doctor say? Why is the food on the airplane not good? Because they don't want it to be the bomb. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, man. They worried about my heart condition. Oh, I see. So they're thinking about like all the red meat and bacon and all that type of stuff. Yeah, but like, I feel like you should see in like a doctor or a nutritionist. Like they're more educated in that type of stuff, right? I see, look at Karen Veer. Propaganda as fuck. Keto/carnivore can be great. You need to be educated. Ah, that's a fair point. Yeah, because there's also the stigma that like meat is bad, right? Meat is bad. Meat is bad. Like meat is literally just amino acids. It's protein and like water. It's super beneficial to the human body. And unfortunately, the type of meat that is really bad for you, like aka the processed ones, which come from like McDonald's, which has a ton of sugar and salt and like oil and all that type of nonsense. So in that sense, yes, meat like a hamburger or something is really bad, but just like, I don't know, a steak seems fine to me. Maybe a second opinion is the way, cowboy? I don't know. This is a problem too, right? What I do, see my doctor, get my blood work done, you know. There's so many things you got to figure out. Oh, let's see what Arnie is saying. Derek, have you seen the whatever podcast of all the OnlyFans girls and stuff? I've seen some hilarious clips from that. Yeah, I've seen a few clips from that podcast. I've never watched a full episode though. It's the host, I'm assuming, is that the white guy with the short hair and he kind of has a beard. I want to say his hair is like brownish or reddish, and he wears like a leather jacket. I don't know any of their names. But then he'll have like usually 3 or 4 girls across from him, and they'll talk about like the red pill type of stuff and dating advice and all that. The few clips that I've seen are pretty rough. Pretty rough. It's mostly him just schooling these girls with examples and really good points to back up his arguments, and a lot of them get in their feelings. Now, of course, this is a very narrow view of that podcast. I've never watched a full episode, so this is why I don't really talk about it too much. But yeah, some of the clips in the shorts are pretty funny. Pretty funny. Oh, Simon. What's up, Simon? Mr. Snuggle Beans. How you doing, bro? How's your Friday? Ken, you're watching the live stream in Al Pacino, The Recruit. Ah. I'm big on fish, chicken, and ham. Yo, dude, I love seafood. Seafood's bomb. I wonder if my insurance would cover a dietitian. Interesting. I have no idea. My vegan friends are always going on about the cholesterol in meat lowers lifespan. See, that's like a trigger word too, cholesterol. But then everyone has always been afraid of cholesterol. Oh no, butter is going to increase your cholesterol, and oil, and you're going to get a heart attack, and it's going to clog your arteries. But dietary cholesterol is good. It's not a bad thing. I feel like the word cholesterol has like this really negative stigma attached to it, and people kind of just like to throw it out there, right? And vegans are very guilty of this too. So I've had many awkward and unfortunate conversations with some vegan people, but I have had some good ones too though. So yo, Martin, what's up, Martin? How you doing? At Simon, you need to punch some sense into your friends. Yo, Martin is a savage, bro. Yo, Martin, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. How is everything? Oh, all right. Arnie, what you got, Arnie? Did Steve Jobs know what he had created when he invented the iPhone first? Wow. Damn. Did he know? I don't think anyone knows in the beginning, right? I think he had a vision and an idea when he first created it. Because you remember that presentation? His very first iPhone presentation where he shows the first iPhone, and he was talking about how the whole revolutionary technology was the fact that you had a phone integrated with an MP3 player, right? And it was like this kind of this brick looking clunky thing, and it was very simple. I don't know if he really knew, but I think he had a pretty good idea. But because there's no way he could have known, right? What iPhones and smartphones have become. Oh, let's see. There's a veganism conversation going on over here. We got veganism is great for ethical purposes, but I don't think it's the best for long-term health. A diet as many single ingredient foods. Yeah, because the thing is, like, if you're a vegan, right? Think about all the vitamins and nutrients you're missing. So their supplementation regimen must be on point. You probably got to do your blood work. Like, even for me, I eat pretty much everything. I don't really have any dietary restrictions outside of a feeding window, but I do my blood work with my doctor pretty regularly, and I have deficiencies, and I eat everything, right? So imagine if you take out a huge portion of the food groups, you know, all animal products, that includes dairy as well, right? Like the B3, proteins, amino acids, like you're missing so much stuff, right? So I don't know. Like, I wonder what that blood work looks like. But the problem with vegans too is that they always say, "Oh, I'm perfectly healthy. I'm perfectly fine." Yeah, but are you? Did you see your doctor? Did you have your physical? Did you have your blood work done? Like, how do you know? So, because I eat pretty frequently, not frequently. I eat pretty like a wide range of food, so I get like a pretty good balance of nutrients, and I supplement daily, and I still have deficiencies in my diet. So take that for what it's worth. I'm not into any kind of diets, just basically try to burn off excess calories. Hold on. Cowboy, something interesting. Look at this. I wish they left it at a phone that only played music. Life would be a lot simpler that way. Yeah, I was listening to a podcast. Was it yesterday while I was at work? It was a guy on, was it on Rogan, or was it Modern Wisdom with Chris Williamson? It might have been with Chris Williamson. And they were talking about the negative effects that smartphones have on teenagers, and specifically young girls, like teenage girls. The increased level of anxiety and depression and suicide, it's horrible. And there's this feeling for them where it's like they feel like they need to be on Facebook. They need to be on Instagram because all their friends are, all their peers are. Like, imagine if you are in, I don't know, grade 7, grade 8, you're a teenager, your social group is very important to you, right? And imagine if you're that one kid in the class that's not on Instagram. You know, people are probably going to bully you. People are probably going to make fun of you. So it's hard for young kids, right? So I'm just glad I didn't have to go through that when I was younger in my generation. And thank God too. I couldn't imagine some of the things that I did as a 14-year-old, just like breaking shit, just being a nuisance, right? Just being like a wild kid, and having someone, I don't know, record that and it gets put on the internet forever. Like that's terrifying, right? Because like you're an idiot when you're 14. So Clarence Kennedy is the only... Oh, is that the power lifter with the glasses? The white guy with the glasses? That guy's a beast, dude. If we're thinking of the same person. I used to watch his videos all the time. That guy is so strong. The key is to try. Eat a bit of everything and get as much exercise and fresh air as you can. Yo, fresh air is a big one. I use a flip phone. I do the anti-smartphone thing. It was like that. I liked it that way. I'm shocked at how everyone walks around like zombies staring at their phones all day. So you're a flip phone guy? Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted on this because I'm actually, how do I say this? I'm a pro smartphone person. I just try to limit my use. I just try not to go. I don't have TikTok. Like, I don't go on TikTok, and Instagram is kind of just there to chat. But I try to use it responsibly. But man, for what I do, like streaming and YouTube and my business and all these other things, I love having a smartphone and the functionality and like the flexibility and the technology that it provides me with. I'm a huge fan, but I'm also very aware of the negative consequences, right? So I think it's just being responsible, right? Being responsible. I think that's the answer. Oh, I always love what Martin's saying. This world would be so ass if we only had phones that only played music. If you use it properly. Oh, yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you use it properly, it's a blessing. But I think for a lot of the everyday person, the lay person, using a smartphone properly is probably tough because I feel like the vast majority of people, they don't stop and think about this stuff, right? See, for all of us that are in this whole self-improvement world, or we're entrepreneurs, or we're trying to lose weight, or in the gym, there is this level of introspection where you stop and you think, and you look at where you are, and then you have a desire to want to better yourself and improve, right? So there's this moment where you have self-reflection and you review some of the decisions you make. Whereas I feel like the vast majority of everyday people, they don't do that. They kind of just go with the flow of life, right? And they just do stuff. And it's tough, right? It's tough because you don't want to be an ass and be like judgmental and talk shit on these people, right? Because it's their life. They can live their life any way they want, right? But I try to be very aware of the dangers and addictions as well when it comes to like our devices. That's why I can't play video games, bro. Like, I know myself, I can manage my phone use. I know I can manage it. As long as I don't have like some crazy video games on my phone, then I'm okay. But I can't manage an Xbox system or a Nintendo Switch or a PS5. I know myself. And so I just don't buy it, right? I used to have a flip phone just with banking and maps. It makes it so hard. Oh, dude. Google Maps with a flip phone? Oh, what's Arnie saying? Derek, have you watched Chris Hansen's show To Catch a Predator? Sounds familiar. Have I watched that show? Those creeps are so pathetic and often get a slap on the wrist for their crimes. How to Catch a Predator? Is it like child predators? I feel like I know of this show, but I don't think I've ever fully watched an episode. But if it is child predators, man, you guys know my position on that. Minor attractive person's my ass. When I get so rich, I don't have to move money around and just withdraw $5,000 a month. Then I'll go back to my flip phone. Yo, Cowboy, you want to buy a PS5? God, if I'm being totally honest, dude, I would love to have a PS5. I used to love PlayStation. I still have my old PlayStation in the closet right in front of me, where I'm sitting right now. Just playing Final Fantasy or Call of Duty or any of those games is so much fun, dude. So much fun. Yeah, that's why I can't. I just can't, because I know if I buy. So let's say I buy a PS5, right? Let's say I buy a PS5 and maybe I buy 1 or 2 games, buy a controller. Instead of working on my business, instead of live streaming or trying to improve the stream, I'm going to be playing that stupid system. And it's going to eat up all of my free time. And I'm not going to be able to stop. And when I say free time, I don't mean like, oh, I'm going to play for an hour or two. I'm going to log in, when I finish work and dinner, put the kids to bed. I'm going to play, and I'm going to play until like 4 a.m. or something crazy, because I know how I am. So I just can't do it. Wow, Simon, you're accused of computer addiction. How old are you, Simon? I feel like that was something that my generation went through too, the millennials. Because we had like Super Nintendo, and instead of playing outside, we're inside playing Nintendo all day. Let's see, what's Martin saying? Child predators, they catfish them and act as children, then bait them to coming to a location. Oh, I think I know. And then the guy will confront him and be like, hey, you were supposed to meet like an underage kid or something. Is that the show? Yo, that's... See, this is what drives me crazy with the whole child predator stuff. Since when has someone's feelings become more important than sexual violence towards children? Because that's what this whole maps thing is, right? It's this idea that the term pedophile is offensive and insensitive to their feelings because maybe they're just attracted to minors and they were born this way and they can't help it. So let's give them an acronym, MAPS, so it's more conducive to being, gentle when it comes to the sensitivity of their feelings or whatever. Okay. However, the flip side of that is they're sexually assaulting kids. Like, that's crazy. Who gives a shit about their feelings, bro? That's insane to me, right? So this is what this whole sensitivity, inclusiveness society that we live in now kind of drives me nuts. Sure, right? We want to, be respectful towards everyone. Like, don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying, right? Like, everyone should have a level of respect and dignity, and we should all be able to live together in harmony. But as soon as someone commits a crime that is like illegal, or causes harm or violence or any type of sexual tension between people, or steal something, like that just crosses a line. And we can't live in this stupid society where all their feelings matter more than the crime they committed. But what do I know, right? What do I know? Oh, Simon, you're 39? Okay, so we're the same age, bro. So I know exactly what you're talking about. That's funny. So you grew up with the Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, all of that. It's not excusable at all. It is one of the very worst crimes that can be committed. See, look at this though. Look at the chat, right? The little rant that I just went on would be labeled as controversial in mainstream media, right? But look at this. Ken agrees. Cowboy says fuck their feelings. Karen Veer says amen. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's the vast majority of us. We share this opinion and belief. And it's just this tiny minority that is just pushing the stupidity. I don't know. The other thing too, I think that this triggers me more as well. It's also because I'm a father, right? So I have a horse in the race. Oh, Arnie, let's see what Arnie's saying. All right, Derek, what do you think in some Asian countries and elsewhere you get a death sentence for selling drugs? Wow. Okay, that's a tough question. Okay, so there's a couple things that are tough about that statement. The first is the term drugs. And I've said this many times. I have a huge problem with this blanket term drugs, right? Because when you say drugs, you can say alcohol is a drug, coffee is a drug, heroin is a drug, fentanyl is a drug, mushrooms are drugs, marijuana are drugs. And you don't get to reclassify them in terms of severity or dangers or addiction. They just get this one blanket term, drugs, and that's it. And they just get thrown into this bucket. So that in and of itself is very problematic, right? Because it lacks nuance. And this is incredibly important because when you're talking about death sentences, you have laws that initiate a death penalty, for example, based on a blanket term that lacks nuance. If you are going to commit someone to the death penalty, there better be nuance in the terminology that you incriminate them for, right? So that's the major problem. Now, the Asian country thing is interesting because a lot of Asian countries, they don't play, right? Like I've been to Japan, I've been to China, and I know places like Singapore, or is it Malaysia? One of those, they're extremely strict with any type of substance. Like you bring it in over the border on the plane, like you're going to jail and they're going to lock you away, bro. So some of those countries, they don't play. And they have every right to set whatever laws they want, right? And what can you do? But my whole problem is, again, this stupid term, like just drugs. Like you're selling what? Selling coffee? Does that qualify as selling drugs? Because that's not the same as selling fentanyl, right? A tiny bit of fentanyl can end someone's life. Give someone some coffee, it's going to make them productive, right? So, I don't know. It's fascinating for sure. Yo, Simon, enjoy your Friday, bro. Have a good Friday. Thanks for stopping by. I only buy them? Yo, only buy them is crazy, bro. Yo, Karen Veer. Oh, Karen Veer, when's your meet? April, right? I think you said April. Was it? It's in April. It's coming up, right? Oh, okay. Hold on. Arnie's got all the questions. I got to show Arnie, our boy, some love because we've been streaming too late. Derek, do you think it was easy to smuggle narcotics in the 1970s era compared to now? Wow. Okay, so the 1970s. Do I think it was easier to smuggle narcotics? Dang, I feel this is a question I don't have much expertise in. Because I don't know what the 1970s was like, right? Like how strict were they on border control and the FDA and all of that? But also, when I think of the 70s, I think of like cocaine coming from Colombia through South America over the California border or coming across to Florida. Like that's what I think about. And those are crazy times. But the thing is, even though, let's say, the US or Canada has become more strict with this type of stuff, and they have improved technology and ways of finding drug smugglers, but also drug smugglers are very creative and smart as well. They find ways, because I see this at work, right? Because when I used to work at the airport, at the border and customs, there would be these like car turbines or axles or something, like this car part. It would come in, and there'd be 4 of them. So I'd think, okay, maybe it's something that attacks to the rotor or the axle, or I don't know, the wheel. And then I don't know how CBSA, the Canada Border Security, they somehow flagged these mechanical parts, and they inspected them. And the inside was drilled hollow and filled with some type of substance. And I'm like, yo, like I never would have thought about that. Like you're shipping like these $1,000 automobile car parts to some auto shop. It looks so legit to me. It just looks super normal, just this big metal cylinder looking thing. But then all of a sudden the border gets tipped off, they flag it, they inspect it, and bam, there's like cocaine or something inside. So even though we've got better at stopping these people, these criminals that are shipping it over they're getting smarter and way more creative. So I don't know. I don't have a good answer for your question. It's a tough one, but man, smuggling narcotics is wild. Unless you're one of those crazy dudes that like puts it in your ass. Maybe that was easier in the 70s. I don't know. Shit. Oh, it's so bad. The female U.S. basketball player. Oh, let's see what Cowboy's saying. It's like that female U.S. basketball player went to Russia with a THC pen, and the USA traded a literal terrorist for her. So I feel like she knew she shouldn't have brought it and continued to do so. Yeah, that's Brittany Griner. I remember that story. She's the super tall chick on the Phoenix... Not Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Mercury, I want to say, is the team. She has like... oh, she's funny. She was talking shit to DeMarcus Cousins, and she was saying how she could beat him in a game of one-on-one, which is laughable, but yeah, that was rough. I remember that. Brittany Griner. And they traded a terrorist for her. Wow. Jeez. Oh, it was the disco era? You can just put it in the carry-on luggage and smile. Oh my god. Okay, so it definitely was a lot easier then. OU fan? OU fan named Brandon. Yo, nice name. What's up, dude? How you been? Welcome. For personal amounts, sure, a couple of ounces or so, but bulk, it's much easier now, I believe. Everyone is paid off. Oh, that's an interesting point. But bulk is easier because everyone is paid off. Damn, that's scary. Now they x-ray your body at a whim. Yeah, I feel like that x-ray stuff, a lot of it came from 9/11, right? When TSA got all these... What was that act in the US? They passed some type of act. It's like the Patriot Act or something, or some type of... There's some new form of legislation after the Twin Towers falling, where it gave the TSA all this power to search you and scan you and x-ray you. Because remember, well, maybe you guys aren't old enough, but you never had to take your shoes off when you go to the airport. Like now you got to take your shoes off. They go in one bin. If you have an iPad or a laptop, they go in a separate bin. Everything out of like, it's just chaos. But I don't know. Oh yeah, just so you know, hopefully we don't have to end this stream abruptly today. So I'm on baby duty. So you guys see this? Homeboy's sleeping. So I put him down right before the stream started. So if you hear some screaming and I have to abruptly end the stream, you guys will know why. So we'll go as long as Lincoln lets us. Jumping off this one, have an awesome weekend. Yo, Ken, appreciate you, Ken. Enjoy your holiday, my friend. Take it easy. Oh, what is okay, let's see. My old man bumped an engine crate stack with a forklift years ago, working for General Motors, that GM. Found out all the crate support legs were packed with powder. Who knows how long that worked out? Wow. Damn, so we hit it by accident with the forklift. Yo, so have they been smuggling drugs in automobile parts for years? So this is a thing then. Dude. That's nuts. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know, man. The border thing, it's a mess. Like, I get it. You want to have safe borders. You know, when you go to the airport, you got to go through security. You don't want some crazy asshole to bring a knife or have some homemade bomb on a flight, of course. But how come we don't have that same scrutiny and security when it comes to like the American southern border? And everyone just come on in, right? But then if you fly in, they go through every single part of your like possessions. But why is it if you're coming through land or sea? Oh yeah, just go right in. No security. So, I don't know. We live in a wild time. Oh, Arnie, is this time way better for you? Wait, but do you have the holiday today, Arnie? Let me see. Is Good Friday a holiday? Is Good Friday a holiday in Iceland? In Iceland, most places are closed on Good Friday, and according to law, it is illegal to have fun? What? Is this a troll? Public holidays in Iceland, March 29th, Good Friday. Okay. So you're off? All right, blessed. No work today because of our old man, Jesus Christ. yo, Cowboy's gonna make you repent, bro. Antonio Benevezzi? What's up, Antonio? How you doing, bro? How's your Friday? Oh, do you guys get Easter Monday off too? Because over here it's weird. For Good Friday is a statutory holiday for us, but then the government also gets Easter Monday as well. So whoever made that rule. Wow, you get Monday off as well? Dude. Lucky guy. That's pretty sweet. Cowboy, please don't smack me for my blasphemous ways. Shit. Yo, Cowboy, be nice. Blasphemous ways. You know that guy, Stephen A. Smith? He's the one guy that I always hear use the word blasphemous. That basketball commentator guy. Let's see. Some days I tend to think the Christian religion is just a man-made way to keep people in line. Damn. Definitely possible. I'm not much of a religious person though, so I don't know. You look like you're from Alaska? Kind of close. Japan is close-ish to Alaska. Wait, Alaska should be like Canadian. Screw Stephen A. Smith. Oh, you're not a fan? I find him entertaining. Yo, Kevin. What's up, Kevin? My guy. Oh, here we go. Arnie, what you got? Do you think it was crazy that a couple of 100 years ago, people were executed for witchcraft? Oh, man. I've read something about witchcraft recently. It was super interesting. Oh, man. What did I read? God damn it. I was reading something about people getting burned at the stake for being a witch. I can't remember what it was. It was so interesting though. But anyways, yeah, that's crazy, man. This just, I don't know. It's also those people just lived in a different time, right? There was like so much less information. So imagine if something happened that is easily explainable, but let's say by chemistry or by physics or science, but then it looks miraculous. And if you're living way back in those days, it could look like witchcraft, right? Like think about like chicken pox. You know when you're a kid and you get chicken pox or shingles when you're an adult, you get all these like weird bumps. Like imagine if you didn't have science or medicine or even knew what that was. Like you could assume, oh, some witch put a spell on me, right? So it's definitely crazy, but also it's like the time frame, right? There's like this lack of information and understanding that people, they don't really know any better, right? But still thinking of tying someone to a bunch of wooden sticks in like a bonfire and setting them ablaze, that's craziness though. Salem witch trials. Yeah, I was reading something about that. When Stephen A gave his opinion on the Cowboy Cerrone versus McGregor fight. Oh, I remember that. And then Joe Rogan roasted him, right? Yeah, Stephen A is he's like a hockey, basketball, football, baseball guy. I feel like that guy, MMA is not his cup of tea, right? I can't remember what he said, but I remember the interaction. Because Rogan just like eviscerated him. And Joe Rogan, he's like the MMA defender. You know what I mean? You say anything negative or incorrect about MMA, like Rogan will call you out. A lot of injustice has been perpetrated in the name of God. Yeah, that still happens nowadays too, right? Just look at India and Pakistan, for example, right? Two countries with two conflicting beliefs and religions. They're just like always at war, beside each other. It's tough, right? Just like in Europe too, the Protestants and the Catholics is another one. It's just the whole like religious war thing. It's an idea that's as old as time. It's people who believe one thing and a group of other people who believe another, and then they just want to kill each other, right? It's sad. Ooh. Imagine trying to spit a game to a baddie in medieval times and she rejects you, so you just scream witch. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh man. That's a rough way to go. You reject some dude and he just calls you a witch and then you get burned at the stake. Oh shit. Dude, that's brutal. Oh, he said Cowboy quit? Cowboy didn't quit. He ate shots from someone who is argued to be one of the best in the 2013-20... Yo, Conor McGregor's striking back then was insane, dude. His left hand? That guy's a beast. But that also shows you how tough Cowboy is, too. Derek, do you believe humans are inherently violent creatures? Is violence against each other ingrained in us as a tribal species? Well, it's definitely part of our evolution, right? And I think it stems from survival. Because think about it, if you have one tribe that you're in, and you live a certain way, you have a certain amount of resources, you speak a certain language, and then there is this foreign tribe who is invading your territory, who is maybe they're stealing your crops, taking your horses, I don't know, getting access to your water. And so back in those times, what are your options? Diplomacy? Well, you don't speak the same language or the same dialect. There's no like education or communication. So like the default answer is violence, right? It's like, what is it? The strongest survive, right? It's like the battle of the fittest. And that's pretty much what it is. And so, yeah, definitely I feel like violence is ingrained in our DNA, sort of in one point or another. And also, you can just see this in humanity, right? Think about this. When you're in school and a fight breaks out, that is universal. It doesn't matter if the fight breaks out in the UK schoolyard, the Russian schoolyard, the Japanese schoolyard, or the American schoolyard. Human beings will naturally just stop and look and watch the spectacle of a fight. Something about that is so like primal. Just like watching boxing or the UFC, like we love it, right? The Coliseum, one-on-one battle. So I feel like it's probably ingrained in us in one way or another, but I think that the tribal part of your question definitely plays a huge role, right? Because it's this us versus them mentality. Are you going to let these foreign people, kill your wife, abduct your children, kill all your friends and family, steal your food, your home? Like, of course not, right? So you're going to fight back. So. Lennon Marley, what's up, dude? How you doing? Let me see. The strong survive. Now in 2024, we have all these feminine males. Sad. Oh, shit. Oh, that is the feminization of society, right? It's unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. Why is it not the cute survive? The cute. Yo, OU fan, y'all hit those 3 dots on mobile and give this dad on duty some likes. It's nothing to us, but helps him big time. Wow, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is that what you have to do? You have to press the 3 dots on mobile just to get to the like button? Hold on, let me pull up the phone on my stream. I want to see what you guys see, to be honest. Because I only see like the window through OBS. I know that the chat is at the bottom, right? So you got to click the 3 dots. Oh, dude. This thing up here, it gets blocked by my name. Hold on, I got to fix that. That's not good. Wait, hold on. So this thing, it needs to be lower. Or else you can't see. Like, is that better? Maybe that. In the camera too, I'll have to bring it down as well. Because when I'm seeing it, it's like it's getting blocked by the top. So you have to press the 3. Oh, wow. You have to press the 3 buttons and get to the like button, dislike, share, and description. Oh, I guess I can't have everything. Oh, good to know. Okay, so I'm going to need to move this thing a little bit. Because at the very top here, right, it says at Derek Bearsy, the red dot live, and the number of people, right? But then that blocks this new message thing that I want to show. Is maybe like that? Okay, I'll have to play around with this later. But good to know. Gunna Sikar? What's up, dude? I had a short film to shoot. We needed an actor. Is there any chance you can act in it? Because you're very suitable to my story character. That's interesting. I am definitely not an actor, bro. I'm just some dude on the internet. Yo, chillin' like Bob Dylan. Yo, I like that one. Ooh. Let's see what Arnie's saying. Derek, why is masculinity shamed when it built the world we know? Arnie, you trying to get the stream canceled? This is going to be classified as toxic masculinity. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's unfortunate, right? Because think about it. Who built all the railroads, the skyscrapers, the roads, the boats, the cars, the building, shelter, infrastructure? Like who built all that stuff, right? It was men, right? And this idea that all men and women are completely equal is ludicrous, right? There's benefits and disadvantages between the two sexes, right? And I can't believe that this is controversial, but I don't know how, but in 2024, this is a controversial statement. Men are bigger, taller, stronger, and faster than women. That is just the truth. But for whatever reason, this stupid society that we live in nowadays, apparently you can't say that. That's misogynistic. That is hateful. That's bigoted. I don't know. That's toxic masculinity. The whole idea of this stuff, it's so dumb. It's just so dumb, man. And I'm someone who is all for women's rights, right? And I am very pro equality for women, and we've come a long way, and we've been like great as a society at giving women proper rights and equalities, job opportunities, education, everything, right? The world has come a long way in this regard, and I'm very happy of that. But this new movement of weak men, aka trans men, or whatever, it's or trans women, or whatever you want to call it, and now we are submitting biological women to this new tyranny of just weak men, and that's the thing that bothers me, right? But whatever, apparently you can't say that. But I also feel like there's like this pendulum shift where like the world is cyclical, right? It kind of bounces from one side to the other. We're in this phase now of feelings and DEI and equality and equal opportunity and all this stuff, and being a traditional masculine man is bad. And eventually that's going to swing so far one way that it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. And I feel like it's just going to swing back eventually. So that's just how I feel. Don't move it. We won't be able to see the dent. Oh, Christ. You see my dent in my head? Yeah, so we established that I have a dent in my forehead here. It's kind of funny. Actually, no, the last time I touched it like this, you could really see it. I don't care, though. So what's your story? I knew you looked familiar. I watched a lot of your videos. I just saw your channel now. Oh, yeah, right, Lennon. That's funny. So my long story short, grew up in Bermuda on an island, came to Canada, became a professional poker player, gambler, which eventually turned into an addiction, started a whole bunch of businesses, dropped out of school, struggled for many years until I finally found my passion in life, which was videography and also sort of working out, self-improvement. Started the YouTube channel officially in 2019, and here we are. And so we've gone through many iterations of whatever niche this is. And so I've kind of landed on a variety type of niche when it comes to like self-improvement, philosophy, mental health, business. It's like kind of like a mix. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty much long, like the short story of my life. Derek, what do you think of this saying? Masculinity is earned, femininity, why can't I say that word? Femininity must be protected. Where does that saying come from? I feel like I've heard it, but I also haven't heard of it. Masculinity is earned. Well, it is definitely earned. Because it's not like, as a boy, you just like immediately masculine. It's like you have to kind of grow into that role, right? In some respects, yeah, feminism or femininity must be protected. Maybe the word "must" is the wrong word in that sentence. Should be protected? Is that a better word? Or could be protected? Because the feminists will argue, "Oh, we don't need men. We don't need protection for men." Well, if you don't want it, then go be on your own. Right? I don't want you anyway then, right? But the thing that irks me the wrong way about these whole like gender roles is masculinity when it's convenient for some people. Or I always hear feminists say like, "Oh, we don't need men. You know, I'll be my own boss bitch. I can take care of myself, make my own money, do my own thing." Okay, fine. But then when the bill for dinner comes to the table, well, you still expect the man to pay for it, right? Okay, so you don't believe in equality. Or if some robber breaks into your home or attacks you or your family, well, you obviously expect the man to protect you, right? And fight back. Well, again, okay, so you do need men. Just like how men, we need women as well, right? It's a balance. And I just hate this whole idea of one side not needing the other. It just seems so childish to me. And on the men's side as well, too, like the whole black pill, that seems pretty lame. But what can you do, my friend? What can you do? Realistically, nobody shames masculinity. I've never seen somebody shame a masculine person for having masculine traits. I do shame feminine guys quite often, though. Do you mean like you've never seen someone shame a masculine person, like in person? I feel like there's so much shaming online. But I've never seen anyone do that like face to face. You know what I mean? Feminine guys, I'm on your side with that one, Martin. It's just, to me, it just reminds me of weak men. And a lot of them are just snakes. It's not that they believe in being the white knight. It's just that they're trying to find their own way to get close to women, right? It's like a sneaky way. Like, oh, I'm on team feminism or whatever, right? Oh God, here we go, Kevin. Uh-oh, here we go. Feminine guys are the result of consuming shit food. For example, there's birth control in the water supply, which messes up hormones not only for women, but also men. It kills testosterone equals man boobs. Do all living things deserve to be alive? Define deserve. If they are alive, there must be a reason for why they are. Yo. That's going way over my head. And those are those like existential big brain questions. Do all living things deserve to be alive? Yeah, I don't know, man. Women want more rights, but don't want to enlist in the draft. In the US, like all males have to do at 18. Oh, draft for war? Yo, Amadita, what's up, Amadita? How you doing? Good to see you. How's your Friday? Yeah, the war stuff is interesting. I had a thought the other day. You know how South Korea, they have mandatory military service? Is it for all the men or is it for women too? I'm not sure if it's for all women, but I know definitely all the men in South Korea have mandatory military service that you have to do. And one part of me feels like I feel like all men could use something like that. You know, that camaraderie, that fit, like that mental test or that physical challenge. You know what I mean? I feel like that's healthy for men. But it's just tough because like there's going to be some people that scream freedom, right? Freedom, freedom. I should be able to choose. Okay, fine. But I feel like even just a temporary military service for your country or for your fellow people, it's probably good. Even though I've never been, like I've never served in the military, I've never tried, I've never done any of that stuff. I always think like, I wonder what the way that South Korea does it. I wonder how beneficial that is. Like, is there studies on that? But their reasoning is interesting because North Korea is right there, right? So they kind of like have to do it, I guess. But you don't see it in person because everyone is a sissy these days. Oh, man. Oh, you can see the baby monitor. Oh, bro. He rolled on his side. Here we go. Lincoln update. See that? He rolled over on his side. Poor guy's tired. This dude has an unbelievable amount of energy and violence. Like Arnie was talking about violence earlier. This guy, he runs up to Tiffany and he'll smack her, hit her in the face, hit her in the head. He'll throw stuff at me. He's just like naturally just all over the place. Just full of energy, destroying things, climbing on things, falling down, hurting himself, bumping his head, breaking stuff. Like I think I was down here preparing for the stream. And then all of a sudden I heard him, like, cause right above me, right here is the kitchen. And I could hear his feet. It's like, and he's running and he's like, hey, I can hear him laughing. I'm like, oh, here he comes. He comes to the stairs, which are just across from me diagonally. And he's up there yelling something. And he has the TV remotes in his hands. He throws one on the ground, and the cover to the batteries pop open. He rips the batteries out. He starts throwing the batteries down the stairs in the basement. He grabs the other TV remote, whips it at the wall. That blows up. I'm like, yo, what is going on? And I go over and I see him on the stairs laughing. There's all this destruction everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my God, this dude. This dude. And this is what I mean about men and women are different. Boys and girls are different. Because it's just, they're just different, right? It's just how it is. That male energy is so different than that female energy. Like my daughter is so much more like reserved, is always like playing with things and being very gentle, and she's very kind. And then my son is just like a Tasmanian devil. He's this hurricane, this tornado. He's just chaos. So is there some form of violence in all of us? Well, I guess I kind of see it with my son, so. Oh, hold on. I missed an Arnie question. Can't miss Arnie. The stream's for you, bro. Derek, have you ever found a wallet somewhere? And if so, did you do the right thing and return it to the owner? Have I found a wallet before? I don't think I found a wallet. Or have I? Have I found a wallet before? That's a good question. I think maybe like I found people's belongings, and then usually I just return it to like a lost and found, right? I remember one time though, my dad found a wallet with like a load of cash, like a ton of money in it. And I remember this because we were walking, and this was probably like in 1990 or 1991, like way back. I was little, and you had to walk to this metal box, and you put in a quarter, and inside would be the newspaper. And I'd walk with him, and we went there, grabbed a newspaper, and there was a wallet on top of the little dispensing box. And then I remember my dad said there's like all this money in it, and so he returned it to the police station, right, with I guess the name of the person or whatever, to see if it would get claimed. And then the police said if no one claims it within 30 days, then the money or whatever is his. It was something weird like that. But eventually, the person did claim the wallet, and then he thanked my dad. And then I remember my dad was like, man, it would have been nice if I would have got something as compensation for doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Because my dad didn't steal any of the money, right? He did the honorable thing, returned it to the person. And if I was a person that lost the wallet, had it all returned to me, I'd be like, thank you so much. I'd freaking pay them something, right? But it's funny how that works sometimes. So yeah, to answer your question, no, I don't think I've found a wallet. Yeah, what is this song? It's weird. This stupid water bottle. Let me move all this stuff. Try to join the Navy, but bipolar disqualifies me. Wow, I didn't know that. Shit. Damn, dude. I posted our last conversation on YouTube. It got 2.4K views. Ah. Really? On your YouTube channel, Kev? What was our last conversation? Our last conversation? From Instagram? Oh, you mean from the live stream? Is that what you mean? Man, excuse me, I keep coughing. Oh, Derek, where do our morals come from? Oh man, dude, you're putting me in the blender today, bro. Man, where do our morals come from? Shit. Morals as individuals? I'd hope that they're passed down through parents and society, right? Let's do a Google search on that one. Let's see what Google says. Where do our morals come from? Moral codes arise in human societies by cultural evolution. Those moral codes tend to be widespread that lead to successful societies. Since time immemorial? What word is that? Time immemorial. Human societies have experimented with moral systems. Cultural, so I guess the answer is cultural evolution. I'd always assume it would come from society and family, right? Oh my god, you need to train him to use it peacefully. Violence is not the answer. Yeah, dude is like a ball of energy. Your son will be a great man one day, full of sheer masculine testosterone. Yeah, the one thing for my son that I've really learned is I gotta play with him. Like, we gotta play catch or basketball or soccer or just wrestle, run around, because that's why he's KO'd right now. He was down here, and you can't see it, but I have like a little basketball net over there. And we're just like running around down here, being crazy, throwing the ball, kicking the ball, shooting hoops, wrestling a little bit on the couch. And it just like, once he gets all that energy out, it really calms him down, right? And then he just passed out, which is perfect. So yeah, I feel like a big part of young men or boys is like having a good father figure, and at the time, I can't stress enough how important the time is as a parent that you have to give your kids. And that's something that I struggle with, right? Because I'm always so busy. I'm always busy working, always working on something, doing something, fixing something. Like, there's always like a million things on my to-do list, right? And so I always have to remind myself, make sure you give extra attention to the kids, both of them. Like, that's how you be a good dad, right? What is this? Let's see. Has a guy in person ever hit on you? Guys hit on my husband and I see him less of a man when he blushes. Oh, whoa, hold up. I'm not proud of myself for it, but I'm not sure how to feel about it. What are your thoughts? I feel like maybe like 1 or 2 times, like a gay guy has like talk to me or try to rizz me up or something, but I just found it kind of funny and I sort of just laughed it off. But why would your husband blush though? Is he blushing because he finds it hysterical, or he enjoys the attention, or does he find it kind of weird and so his automatic response is to blush? That's a strange reaction. Because my reaction was like, I was laughing. I was like, okay, bro. It's kind of weird. All right. But you're not sure how to feel about it. But also, like, all guys respond differently, right? So maybe he's not blushing in the same sense that he would blush towards you, right? Yeah, I don't know. Because when it happened to me, I just get away from me, dude. Cool, whatever, but you got to get away from me. I'm not interested in the slightest. Like, what are you talking about? So that's like my reaction deep down, right? Like that's how I felt or thought. It's like, I got to get away from this dude. And then I would laugh. Right, so that's how I would probably react to a situation like that. The only man that hits on Derek is his son with his fist. Oh God. Yeah, thank God I haven't been in many of those situations. And Toronto has like a massive gay population as well. Like, we have the gay pride parade. We have a well-known street where I don't want to say they convene at, or that they meet, or there's like a bunch of gay bars or whatever. And you know, whatever. I'm all for gay rights. I've been very outspoken. You know, no gay person has ever slighted me in any way. You know, if Jim loves Greg and Greg loves Jim back, then why do I care? You know, if they love each other, great. Has no effect on my life, right? So good for them. I'm happy for them. Be happy, right? But like, as soon as something like that comes to my door, my just response is, I'm not interested, bro. Like, just not interested. The Arnie, haha, gay. Yo, that's another word that people don't like, right? I'm guilty of that too, because my generation associates the word gay with something that is negative. Like, if you do something stupid, or you lose at something, or something is uncool, like in the 90s, the term that you would use to describe that is, oh, that's so gay, or like, oh, that's gay, bro. So it's like used in like a derogatory sense. So I can understand why, you know, a lot of people don't like that. But people from my generation, you know, we just say it. It's what it is. Being a man is doing things you don't want to do without complaint, but sometimes I can be heard grumbling. Won't lie. Oh wait, I got gay. Hold on, I got gay vibes from it because he responds the same way with me and other females. Oh man, what's up with that? That's kind of weird. So he enjoyed the attention the same way. Maybe he found it flattering. I couldn't imagine that though, as like a heterosexual man, because it's not the same thing. In one situation, you're getting attention from a sex that you are supposedly not attracted to, or in the other, you are getting attention from a sex that you are attracted to. So those are not two similar things, right? The inputs are different, but the output is the same. So I don't know. I'm not sure. It's funny though, you got gay vibes from it. Oh geez. Yikes. I don't know, Amadita. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. This is not my this is not my avenue or cup of tea at all. My husband looks and acts very masculine. Okay, well, this is getting so confusing. So your husband is like a super masculine dude. I'm baffled. Anyone else have any ideas for Amadita? Because I have no clue. Yeah, I remember in school we did that too. I have nothing against them. Just don't try and gay me up. Yeah, see, I'm the same as Arnie. It's same opinion here. Ooh, let's see this question. Derek, will hard copy books always be around once we are not in the age of digital? Yo, I have an amazing book about this. Hold on, is it on my bookshelf? Hold on, one sec. Yo, that's a wicked question, Arnie. Where's my headphones? So, will hard copy books always be around since we are not in the age of digital? So have you ever read this book? Fahrenheit 451. This is a fascinating read. I remember I read this book. It's basically about firemen whose job, instead of to extinguish fires, is to light fires and destroy like physical books. It's very, very fascinating because books in this society have become illegal. They become taboo. So the firemen or the fire department, their job is to destroy them. So when they find a book in a community or a home, it's considered contraband. So you call the fire department and they come and they destroy it, incinerate it. But there is something so much more appealing about having a book in your hand. I don't like hardcover books. Like, I don't know what it is. Paperback for me, it's like it's malleable. You can bend it, you can touch it. Books have like that interesting smell. Just this for me is always better than the digital version. The benefit with the digital version, I have a Kindle as well, is like in my Kindle, I have hundreds and hundreds of books. Well, the Kindle is the same size as this, right? So in terms of space, it kind of sucks. It's like if I'm going on vacation or somewhere, I'd rather bring one on vacation. But if I'm traveling somewhere where I'm going to have downtime to read, I'd rather take the Kindle. But if you enjoy books, nothing beats like having an actual book in your hand. And then also writing in it, because I always write in my books. I always highlight stuff and scribble things. And yeah, I think books will always be around. I don't think they'll ever go away. Cowboy says, yes, they'll always be around. Ooh, makes you wonder why the Library of Alexandria really caught on fire. I think that's what it was called. Damn. Yeah, read this book, guys. Super good read. Fahrenheit 451. Highly, highly recommend it. I don't have many fiction books, but... Oh, the author is Ray Bradbury? Yeah, Ray Bradbury. Well, this is a 60th anniversary edition. When was this written? I don't even know. Copyright 1951. Damn. All right. But yeah, great. Super good book. You know when you read a book and it's like you have this aha moment, like the light bulb goes off, there's like fireworks going off in your brain, you're just like, holy shit, what did I just read? And even if the concept that you just went through or learned doesn't add anything beneficial to your life, just the whole thought experiment of something new. Uh-oh. Check out Homeboy. Oh, yo, he was rolling around like crazy. I think he just stopped. Okay, I think he stopped. Okay, he rolled himself back to sleep. Let's see, what else? Derek, what did you learn in your Jamaica vacation, if anything? That's a good question. So I thought about this. And one thing that I really learned is something that we all know. And it's that we all work really hard. We all try to make money, improve our careers, climb the corporate ladder, go to school, get an education. The whole point of all this stuff, all this financial gain in working, is so that eventually you can provide for your family and then have free time to do the things that you want to do. And when I went to vacation, when I went to Jamaica with my family, which I think it was like 6 days or whatever, it was actually really nice to just disconnect from all my responsibilities. There was no cooking or cleaning or fixing anything or driving people anywhere. Like there was just nothing. There was walk down to the beach, go over to the grill, get free food, walk to the all-inclusive buffet, get lunch. Go to the bar, get free drinks. Go to the coffee shop, get a latte or coffee. Like, it was just amazing. And normally for me, I find it very hard to go on vacation because I love my work so much. And normally when I go away, I'm always like thinking about my work. It's just how I am. I don't do vacations very well. I'm not a guy who likes to just sit at the beach. I like to go to the beach and go swimming or play volleyball or run around or build a sandcastle. Like I always like to do stuff. I don't like to just lounge in the sun and do nothing. That's not my type of vacation. However, it was really nice to just disconnect. And I tried really hard to not use my phone, even though the whole resort had Wi-Fi. So I could post on YouTube. I could be on Discord. I had posted one picture on Discord while I was on vacation, but I tried really hard to just stay away from my device. And what I really learned was all the hard work, all the effort to achieve some type of financial stability or financial freedom for your family and the people you love, all those hardships and struggles, they're all worth it. They are all worth it. And I just had a couple moments where I was just at the pool and I was playing with Lincoln and Tiffany was in this floaty thing. And I was drinking like a pina colada with Jamaican rum. I was getting a buzz. I was feeling good. The sun was out and I'm like, this is so nice. This is such a nice moment in time where I'm just hanging out with the people I love and they're all incredibly happy. And if me and Tina didn't work hard, this moment would not be possible. And it puts everything into perspective for why you gotta hustle, why you gotta grind, why you gotta work hard. Because your future self will be thankful that you did, right? And there's like a saying that I always tell myself. 1 year from now, you're gonna be thankful you started today. And this is like a saying that I've ingrained in my mind and always remind to me that, 40-year-old Derek will be thankful that 39-year-old Derek kept on with the live stream or kept trying to improve the stream or got an extra camera or kept going with the business or whatever it is, right? It's your future self will always be happy for the sacrifices you make today. And that was one concept that we all, I knew it makes sense. It's kind of like common sense, but I really felt it while I was away in Jamaica and it was super nice. So that was probably the biggest thing that I learned. I miss my boys being that age. Hey, Ian, what's up? Ian Extreme. Emadita, how old are your boys? Ooh, let's see. Derek, do you think it's a red flag if a person is cruel to animals in their youth? Like future serial killers often start with small animals. Oh, man. I think I might be guilty of this one, bro. Not the serial killer side, but being mean or cruel to animals. Well, maybe not animals. I remember when I was like a little boy, I used to like set traps for like bugs and like little critters and stuff, and I always wanted to like have a BB gun and shoot a seagull. Like I was, maybe that's why Lincoln is the way he is, because that's how I was. When I was a boy, I was just off the rails, dude. Because in my generation, you would just go outside. Like my mom would be like, here's $2. I used to get a $2 weekly allowance. Here's your bicycle. And I would just go out on my own. I'd go to the rec center, buy like a pizza roll, go to the mall, like get a Coke, meet up with my friends. Like it was a free for all. It was chaos. And I remember when I was younger, I was like kind of like a mean child towards specifically insects. I remember I would like catch them and get a magnifying glass and try to burn them and all. And though you hear about those are like the tendencies for future serial killers because it keeps escalating. But luckily for me, it never escalated from a cockroach to a squirrel, so I never made that jump, but I'm sure that is the progression that some crazy people definitely make, right? They get like a taste of violence and then it just like keeps going. I think that's like a common trait or progression for serial killers, right? I've heard about that before, but Oh, kids often don't know any better. Most grow out. Okay, yeah. So I grew out of it, right? Like that's probably like more normal, right? But it's funny that you asked that question. I remember I had this like sick magnifying glass. It was like thick as hell. It used to like burn like an ant colony and all. I had a chemistry set. I used to make all this poison and pour it in an anthill. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, bud. This guy's doing something. I think he's okay. Hopefully we have another half an hour. Anyways, let's keep it going. How was it for you to go on vacation with kids at such a young age? We would take our boys. My boys are 13 years apart, and he has zero memories of them. With our second child, we waited until he was at least 5. Okay, so the young age thing is interesting because Tiffany and Lincoln, they're not going to remember Jamaica. Lincoln is 1.5 and Tiffany is 4. So, oh, this guy's saying something. Okay, we might have to wrap up this stream soon. He's waking up soon. Let me finish these couple questions. But yeah, so they won't remember that vacation at all, right? They'll never remember Jamaica. So I am purposely waiting until they're old enough to remember Disneyland, right? So that's my plan. So maybe 6. So if Lincoln is 6 and Tiffany is 8, maybe around that age we'll go to Disneyland because then they'll remember it, right? Because I remember it as a young age. Going super young, they won't remember a single thing. So the vacation to Jamaica was more for me and Tina, if I'm being totally honest. Tiffany had fun too. She got to play around. She was old enough to go swimming and play on the water slide and stuff. But yeah, I think you have to be honest with yourself and say, this Jamaica trip was for me and it was for my wife. It was kind of for us, right? The next one will be for the kids, where they'll have memories they can look back on. There'll be huge impacts to their childhood. So I think that's the way you do it. Pay the price today so you can pay any price tomorrow is one of my favorite. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Pay the price today so you can pay any price tomorrow. That's good. I like that. You are the nerdy kid from A Bug's Life with the magnifying glass. I guess so. I guess that's me, bro. Just like lighting things on fire. Yo, Trippy's Ace, what's up? How you been? Good, man. How you doing? Welcome. We're streaming and on babysitting duty at the same time. Juggling everything all at once. So. But yeah, things are good. Had a holiday today and wanted to make sure I got an afternoon stream in, which was super nice. Because if I'm being totally honest, I would love to do them earlier than 9 o'clock. I would love to do that, but that won't be possible until the day job goes away. And so we'll have to wait until that day comes, So what else? We were talking about... Oh yeah, we were talking about books, Trippy. I was talking about this book, Fahrenheit 451. Really good book. We were talking about babysitting duty. Got homeboy on the monitor here. And also talking about things I learned from the Jamaica trip and why it's important to work hard today, set up your future for tomorrow, and your future self will be thankful that you did. And also, the way that I also think about it is that when I was younger, my dad got me into personal finance, and I was into saving and investing and all these things when I was 18 or 19. And the idea was that, right now you don't really need the money. Sure, it would be nice to go spend it on, some basketball shoes, or maybe you want to go to an amusement park, you want to buy some video games or something. But the middle-aged version of yourself will always have a bigger and more important need for finance, because that's the age when you have car payments, you have rent, you have mortgage, you have to pay for food and shelter. Maybe you have kids. You gotta, like, there's so many responsibilities you have when you become a middle-aged adult, right? And so luckily for me, my dad sort of taught me this idea that early on, spend your money, have fun, but also try to save a little bit of it, because the future version of you will be in greater need of those funds later on, and it's not as important for you right now. And so it was very fascinating, because I was always into saving, right? Nothing crazy. It was just like index funds, some stocks, some mutual funds. What other investments did I make? I can't remember what else I made. But yeah, he just kind of ingrained this idea in my mind that always be prepared that the future you, the future Derek, is going to go through financial turmoil. He's going to have a lot of problems, responsibilities, and if you work hard now, it'll pay off for him later, right? I'll catch you next time. Take care. Hey, Amadita, thanks for stopping by. Have a good Friday night. Appreciate you. Yeah, what is this? Someone is calling me. Yeah, delete that. Oh, here we go. Is TikTok a force for good or bad? Well, this might be a little biased because I'm a TikTok hater. I'm not a fan of TikTok. Excuse me. Yeah, so the TikTok phenomenon is weird, because it really popularized this short form ADHD, low attention span, doom scrolling version of content creation. Because YouTube was always long form, Instagram was pictures, and Facebook was conversations and groups with your friends. And then along comes TikTok, and you have people lip syncing and dancing to music and just doing all this really fast-paced, low-value content that instantly blew up and became incredibly popular with the younger generation. Now, the thing is it a force for good or bad? Well, the bad, I think, is the political ramifications of it. I think this is why the US is trying to ban TikTok, is because TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, right? And all Chinese companies are at the mercy of the CCP, right? The Chinese Communist Party. So if the CCP says do such and such, they have to by law. And so if the CCP forces TikTok to push some type of propaganda, some type of political agenda, something that is not bipartisan, like anything in that realm, then you have this national security risk, possibly, right? Like, imagine this. Imagine if Vladimir Putin owned a part of Fox News or CNN or MSNBC. Imagine that. Imagine if they could determine what was shown on the American news networks. There'd be outrage, right? The American people wouldn't live for that. And so I think the risk with TikTok, with Americans right now, it's a little like walking on eggshells. There's this political angle. But in terms of like the actual platform, I don't know, because you kind of have to let people do their own thing. Because if there's some degenerate, like low attention span ADHD kids, they'll probably also get it off Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. So I don't know. It's sort of like a tough thing to figure out, because isn't also the Chinese version of TikTok? I remember they show like scientific achievements, sports achievements. They have like their feed is very curated to excellence, whereas the North American feed is just entertainment and chaos. So I guess it kind of depends. But if you're asking for my own personal opinion, I'm not a fan. I'm not interested. I love long form stuff. I love podcasts. I love 2-hour streams. I love this is what I enjoy. So TikTok is a no for me. Attention spans have gotten lower. Yeah, that's definitely true. Depends what country you're in. Yeah, that kind of piggybacks on the Chinese thing too, right? Because not all countries have the same. Even Canada, man. In Canada, the social media that we see in our feeds, it's curated. And it's curated towards more Canadian type of content, which is kind of weird. So it's not all countries are created equal. TikTok's a cancer to society? Yo, Sam Not Sulek. What's up, Sam? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. I'm also a TikTok hater, but I see its utility for info. Yeah, because to be perfectly honest, I don't even log into TikTok or use it. So even my understanding of it is very, very basic. Is it still about like dancing and lip syncing songs and viral trends? Is it still like that? Like, I don't even know. I never even go on it. Uh-oh. Homeboy's doing something. This guy, he like wakes up a little bit and then he goes back to bed, so. Let's see. Derek, do you think we will ever colonize the moon and Mars and beyond? Isn't life too precious to be on one planet? Oh, I'm definitely in favor of interplanetary colonization. I'm sure it'll happen. It won't happen in my lifetime, though. But I feel like it's just going to happen one day, right? Because if you think about Elon Musk and SpaceX and Jeff Bezos too, what's his company? Is it like Blue Origin? No. God damn it. What's Jeff Bezos's company with space exploration and all this other stuff? But anyways, these guys are creating the foundation for us to become an interplanetary species. And I feel like it'll probably happen. We just need some crazy advancements in technology and human evolution and psychology and maybe some urgency. Who knows? But I don't think I'll see it though. I won't live long enough for that. Oh shit. What's up? Oh, that's funny. So it comes up as eyes if I move up the message. What's up, Red? How you doing, bro? How's your Friday? Oh yeah, it's early for you. It's like 11 in the afternoon? Red, you guys don't get Good Friday as a holiday, do you? When something like the bridge collapses or a shooting happens, you get much more info from locals on TikTok. Oh, wow, that's fascinating. Oh, so the Baltimore Bridge, right? Yeah, I saw a bunch of Instagram reels about the bridge collapsing and people talking about what they saw. Man, do you guys read about that story, that the bridge that steamboat hit? Fuck. That's brutal, because that bridge is what, like 50-something years old? Like 55 years old or 52 years old. It was built in the 70s, right? 50 years old, maybe? God. Do they even have the money in Baltimore to rebuild that? Yeah, Red the Legend is here. But when I was a kid, I was fine not knowing any more info that was happening at my house. Still the same way today, at least for me. I'm not a news TikTok expert. Take my opinion with a grain of salt. Contacted to work at a church this week. Busy as shit. Not working till 3 though. Oh, damn. Yo, grind, bro. Do your thing, Red. I respect the grind. Yo, you're gonna make Cowboy happy. Yes, sir. Team Jesus for the mods. I like it. I like it. That's awesome. Yeah, do your thing, bro. Wait, so you're chilling until 3? So 3 is what? 3 is 6 o'clock for me. Oh, so you still got like a couple hours? Uh-oh. Can you guys hear this? Uh-oh. Might be time, boys. Yeah, he's waking up. Yeah, I can hear him. Okay. He's up. All right, we got to wrap it up. All right, guys. Red, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Cowboy. Arnie, of course. Who else is here? OU fan named Brandon. Sam, Martin, Amadita, Trippy, all you guys. Appreciate you as always for coming out to the stream. We'll have one Sunday? Yeah, we'll do Sunday. Let's do Sunday this week. Tomorrow is one of my best friend's 40th birthday, so tomorrow I'm going to be out. I'll be busy. So Sunday I should have another stream in the afternoon. Well, maybe 3 p.m.-ish. And yeah, that's it. So all you guys, I hope you have a great Friday evening and a great rest of your weekend or whenever that I see you or talk to you. And have a great day. Read this book. Read this book. Sick book. Sick.